Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Addie. I am a homeschooling mom and I have 3 little girls, and I just thought I would share with you today what my favorite supplies are before we get to the back to school season, so that if you are at the store, you can pick up some of my favorites. First off, I'm going to say is manipulatives. Right now I have Unifix cubes, and they're some of my absolute favorites when it comes to math manipulatives. You can stack them. There's so many different ways to use these, but having manipulatives when teaching math, I think, is just such a good and essential way. It keeps kids entertained. It uses multiple senses, which helps them learn. You could also do something like bears. They have erasers at Dollar Tree a lot of times with different themes or like little things. So I have some smiley face ones, some apples, some Easter eggs, some Christmas trees. I have pumpkins. I have like a whole bin of math manipulative erasers. So just, you can use them for different themes, different things. Excuse my littlest one there. But I just think that they are so key to math skills and definitely a must-have on that supply list. Unifix, again, I think is one of the best. I'll link some, but any manipulative will do. Next up is masking tape. This one might seem odd, but we use masking tape for so many things. The kids just like to use their fingers and do the tape, which is great for fine motor. They will use it to make lines. I will use it to make shapes, letters, numbers, and we'll play games on the floor with them. We use it in crafts. Like, we use masking tape so much. I always have like at least 4 or 5 rolls of masking tape on hand at all times. It's one of those things I just always grab whenever I'm at the Dollar Tree. Such a good investment. So many uses for one small item. So definitely masking tape. Another thing would be shaving cream, another Dollar Tree pickup. And shaving cream, again, just so good for that sensory learning. So we will put some either in the bathtub and use it with paint just for play and a sensory thing. We will use it for learning. Sometimes I'll put it on the window and then they can draw, work on their letters or their words, their numbers. Just a really good item to have for learning. Another one is sandpaper letters. So I have these ones from Adina Montessori, and they are basically what it sounds like, little letters that are in sandpaper so that they can trace it with their fingers. I will link these ones that I have, but they also have little books if you don't want all the individual cards, and they have sandpaper here too. I don't love this number one because it basically has you do the number, and on the page next to it is the next number. So this is 3, but this is 4, and the number's on the back. So I don't love this book. I actually wouldn't recommend this number one. Their letter one is better. They have a shape one and a planet one. Like, some of them are good, so I'll link them, but I actually don't recommend this number one. I would prefer this sort of thing with the actual letters. But, you know, whatever your preference is, I like these because I can put them in a salt tray or a sand tray or something, which I keep kind of on the same shelf. And then they can trace it with their finger and then write it themselves. So we like these a lot. Another item is dot markers or bingo markers. We have, I think, probably every color possible. These are really great for just fine motor and having them dab things. They're great for learning worksheets. They're great for designing wrapping paper or drawing. All ages pretty much can use these. My little one can even. If you have a little one using it, like a 1-year-old, you might want to watch them while they do it because those things can get messy. So definitely pay attention, but definitely a really invaluable resource. I would always recommend buying them at like TJ Maxx, because if you get them on Amazon, if you get them at Walmart, they're more expensive. I don't know why. TJ Maxx is the best deal I can find on these things. And they have some cool like sparkle ones too. So just a little tip. Next up are things you probably already have in your home, but I like to keep in separate little containers, like just for homeschool. And that would be baking soda, vinegar, and sprinkles and food coloring. These are mostly used for science or sensory, but just making great creations and explosions and volcanoes. And we use it just for science. Like, if I need a break, we can do that sometimes. But also I will do letter magnets, and I'll put them in a bin, and they can do exploding like volcano letters, and then they can practice their letters that way. So lots of uses. I just think having a little bit separated from your main kitchen stock in the homeschool area is really great to have, because it just is a really great way to entertain them and keep them learning and keep their wheels turning. I just get a bulk thing of like the cheapest sprinkles I can find. It's just another thing. But we really like baking soda vinegar, some add-ins, food coloring, and sprinkles as well. Next up is stickers, all kinds of stickers. We have letter stickers, we have dot stickers, we have fun stickers, we have all different kinds of stickers, but stickers are just invaluable. I don't really do grading at this point. I don't really put stickers on their worksheets, but they just like to play stickers. They'll put stickers on their paper. I will do butcher papers with letters, and I will put letters on the dots, and they can match them, and they can spell their name, and they can make a farm scene out of some stickers. So we just use stickers a lot in learning, and definitely whenever you can find some cheap stickers, pick them up. Next up is pom-poms. This is about how many pom-poms I have. I'll get another pack for a school supply run this year. I do like to have pom-poms always on hand. We use them not only in crafts, but in learning, in math, in color sorting, all different kinds of times we use pom-poms. So I don't know if you would think of this, but definitely one that's used a lot. And kind of going along with pom-poms is cotton balls, which is not a typical school supply, so that's why I added to this list. We don't use these every day, but they are very useful. We use them a lot for crafts. We use them for learning about weather. We use them for math manipulatives. We do use them quite a bit. So I'm gonna add them because they're similar to pom-poms, but you don't find them in the school supply section. So definitely another good item to have in your craft bin if, you know, you're looking for some more ideas. Up next is popsicle sticks. I have both plain and regular. We use these a lot. I use them for making our own puzzles. I use them for color matching. I use them for board sticks. I use them for letter and number games. I use them for crafts. I use them for so many different things. I like, again, both the colored and the regular. So definitely recommend those. Sometimes they're hard to find, so I do try to pick some up if I'm running low whenever I see them, because they can be hard to find. Sometimes Jolly Tree has them, sometimes they don't. Sometimes like Meijer or somewhere will have them, sometimes they don't. They can also be used for like science and building. You can build things out of these and work on different skills for that. So yeah, lots of uses for popsicle sticks. The next item I don't have in front of me because my little one decided to walk away with it, but it is Post-it notes. And Post-it notes are just so good for learning. We use them in letter work, number work. We use them for scissor skills. I use them for drawing, for little ones like this age, like 2-year-olds, just pulling them apart and fine motor. We'll use them on road trips. We'll use them in the classroom. We use them all the time. So Post-it notes definitely is another item I would recommend. And another one I don't have in front of me that I'm just like thinking about is Play-Doh. You probably already have some at your house, but I think you can find them at Target for like 75 cents for like a little jug. So if you only just want one Play-Doh to keep in your classroom rather than with all the Play-Doh stuff, that's an easy thing to pick up. And we'll use that a lot in math and letter work. Like if we're counting syllables, then we'll have little balls of Play-Doh and they can pop the Play-Doh or smash the Play-Doh as we do that. There's lots of different ways you can incorporate Play-Doh. So that's another one that I would also consider getting just for your classroom use. And I think that those are my top favorites, and I better cut this video off now before I just start naming all different other kinds of things, because I'm passionate about this subject and I do love supplies. So that's all for today. Those are my top homeschool supplies for preschoolers. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. I would appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.